And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Athletics and Wellness Center on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Earlham Volleyball. Tonight, the Quakers take on the Eagles of Cincinnati Christian. Great to have you with us. The Quakers off to their best start in the last decade with their 11-4 record, hoping to make it 12 here tonight. The Eagles coming in at 4-9. We'll talk as much as we can about the Eagles in just a couple of moments. Not a whole lot of information on CCU coming in, so our focus tonight will be on this Earlham team who is playing extremely well. They have won their last 4 matches, and we'll talk about that coming up in a couple of moments as well. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. As mentioned, the Quakers off to their best start in the last 10 years, and it's because they have several players making a contribution so far this season, even in the absence, therefore, just a brief moment of time when they did not have Ashley Burton because of an injury. The Quakers kept things rolling because of some freshmen that have been recruited into this program, and they've made an immediate impact. We'll talk about that in just a couple of moments as well. When we return on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll set the table for this one tonight. Earlham, in fact, they haven't been home since way back on September 10th when they ended up playing in the 3-game matchup in the 3 games at the Quaker Classic against Capital, IU East, and Pikeville. It's been a while since we've seen this Earlham volleyball team. We'll talk about the Quakers in just a moment right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boy's Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boy's Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
And we're back once again here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. First time since I mentioned 18 days ago. It's been a long time since we've seen the Quaker volleyball team. Before we talk about Earlham and what they've accomplished so far this season, they are currently in a 4-game winning streak. Let's turn to the other side. We don't know much about Cincinnati Christian. There have been no stats provided. There are no stats on their website. Adam Miracle is in his first season with CCU. The only thing we know about statistically is they hit at a 188 percentage, and they're averaging 8.38 assist percent. That is it. We know nothing about any of their players other than the roster given and where they're from, and we'll talk more about that as we go. Their last time out, they lost to IU Southeast by a final of 3-0. They've lost 3 straight. They ended up losing to Lindenwood Bellevue by a final 3-0. They lost on the road at Oakland City 3-0. Their last win came against Mount St. Joseph back on September 20th. They won that one by a final of 3-1. And as the match goes along, we'll at least at some point know a little bit more about their better players as we progress. Meanwhile, on the other side, a pair of freshmen, including Carly Fedorenko and Julia Stewart. Both have over 160 kills, and together with all HCAC performer, the junior Ashley Burton, they averaged 3 kills per set, leading Earlham offensively. And, of course, sophomore setter Lauren Jackson, recently crossing the 1,000 career assist plateau, dishes out just under 10 assists per set. And junior libero Megan Hedinger, a veteran on this team who's played so well again this year, a 1,000 career dig performer, averaging 5.39 digs per set. Now, they're not the only ones when you talk about this Earlham volleyball team. Of course, Stewart, Burton, and Fedorenko, we just mentioned their numbers. We talked about Lauren Jackson, but how about Angelica Carpio? Carpio, 127 digs. She is third on the team behind Hediger and Sydney Amaluxon. Amaluxon with 146 digs coming in to this one here today. On the blocking side, led by Naomi Anjanko. Anjanko with 20 blocks. 18 by Fedorenko, and Ashley Burton with 16. And I should mention there's one other player that I think has played extremely well of late, and that is Skylar Muckway. Muckway averaging 1.75 kills per set, and Muckway has been a stabilizer for this team. And you look at her numbers, and again, you think about all the other numbers that are being put up by other players, but Skylar Muckway, a junior out of Franklin Central High School, has played very consistently, especially over the last 4 matches in which the Quakers have won. They beat Pittsburgh-Greensburg that final 3-1. They won at Wilmington in the Battle of the Quakers 3-1. They go to Boyce. They beat Crowley Ridge 3-0, and then they beat the host team Boyce by a final 3-1. And Skylar Muckway was a key player in all of those matches in this 4-game winning streak. Last time the Quakers lost, go back to September 16th. They ended up losing to Oberlin at La Roche by a final 3-0, but they're hoping to keep the streak alive here today. After today, they head to St. Mary's and Manchester as they will get into conference play after one last non-conference matchup against St. Mary's. That is tomorrow, and then they'll take on Manchester coming up on Saturday. So 3 straight days of matches, but none more important than tonight when they take on Cincinnati Christian. Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Thursday it's the Italian BMT, Saturday the Black Forest ham, and then Sunday the Meatball Marinara. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. We'll continue on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show coming up in just a few moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Volleyball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
Back on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show time to check out the latest HCAC volleyball standings. Only one team, in fact, take that back. Two teams have played in conference play. Manchester beat Franklin already this year, so Manchester, the team the Quakers will see on Saturday, off to a 1-0 start. The overall records right now, Earlham with the second most wins at 11. They are 11-4. Manchester 8-4. Hanover is 12-5. Transy is 10-5. Mount St. Joe at 10-7. Rose at 10-8. Bluffton 8-8. Defiance 5-8. Anderson is 6-10, and Franklin, by the way, with that loss, they're now 10-5 on the season, but again 0-1 in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Only one of the match going on tonight. Denison is in action there on the road at Bluffton, so Bluffton home in a non-conference matchup this evening. All right, when we come back, this one is underway in about, I'd say 5 minutes or so. National Anthem will be coming up, the introduction of today's players, and then we'll get this one underway. Here from the Athletics and Wellness Center, it's Earlham at 11-4. And Cincinnati Christian at 4-9. We'll have it for you right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Not all insurance agents are the same. Choosing the right one can make a big difference in price, service, and value. That's why you should choose Harrington Hoke Insurance. As an independent agent, they don't work for an insurance company. They work for you, the client. And their job is to get to know you, your family, and your business so that they can help you develop an insurance plan that is just for you. Serving Richmond and all of Indiana since 1933, Harrington Hoke Insurance, we got this.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Let's go back downstairs. Our public address announcer, Mitch Blancaspor, with the introduction of today's players.
Meeting non-starters, both teams. First for the Eagles. Number 1, Kennedy Carter. Number 2, Katie Jackson. Number 9, Jordan Hansen. Now the non-starters for the Quakers. Number 3, Ashley Burton. Number 4, Claire Cornwell. Number 5, Angelika Carpio. Number 6, Shelby Marshall. Number 8, Sydney Emma Luxon. Number 9, Krista Kirk. Number 10, Izzy Cardwell. Number 12, Kushbu Patel. Number 15, Skylar Muckway. Number 16, Vanessa Duran. Number 17, Meredith Bede. Number 18, Julia Stewart. And number 20, Jackie Hernandez. And now the starters for the Cincinnati Christian Eagles. Number 4, a freshman center from French Lick, Indiana, Caitlin Pierce. Number 5, sophomore outside hitter from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Rebecca Padden. Number 6, a senior outside hitter from Cincinnati, Ohio, Caleb Weber. Number 12, a sophomore middle hitter from Marion, Iowa, Olivia Frazier. Number 17, a senior right side from Dalton, Ohio, McKenna Granger. Number 22, a senior outside hitter from Tahafagard, Indiana, Holly Carrico. And wearing the libero jersey for the Eagles, number 10, from Edinburgh, Indiana, Brianna Howard. The Eagles are coached by Adam Miracle. He's assisted by Logan Weber. And now for your Quakers. Starting lineup, number 7, junior outside hitter from Vancouver, Washington, Denisha Mataya. Number 11, a junior outside hitter from Northwich, California, Naomi Onkonko. Number 13, a sophomore center from Tonganoxie, Kansas, sorry about that, Warren. Number 13, Lauren Jackson. Number 14, a freshman outside hitter from Dayton, Ohio, Carly Federico. Number 19, a sophomore right side from Lyons, Indiana, Shelly Pittman. Number 22, a freshman outside hitter from Corita, Toronto, Brazil, Rafaela Shima. And wearing the Bears jersey for Earlham, the defending HCAC Defensive Player of the Week, from Germantown, Wisconsin, Megan Pettinger. Earlham is under the direction of third-year head coach Lauren Fortin. She's assisted by Haley Kirby and Carrie Kircher, with manager.
And there you have the starting lineups for both teams. When we come back, we'll get this one underway. It's Earlham and Cincinnati Christian next, right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
And we're back once again here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. Quakers will be in the white to your left, Cincinnati Christian, and they're all black uniforms to the right. Quakers on that front line, and could be a couple of new players. Rafaela Shima is an outside hitter wearing number 22, which I believe she is brand new. Carly Fedorenko, number 14, on that front line, also getting a start tonight. For the Quakers will be Shannon Pittman. Pittman, the sophomore out of Lyons, Indiana. In the starting lineup as well, Lauren Jackson. We talked about her moments ago. Denisha Matea is also in the starting lineup. And serving will be Megan Hediger, and Hediger will come into your picture in just a moment. Quakers serving, and we are ready to get this one underway. Here we go. Set one, and Cincinnati Christian will look to attack to the outside. Makina Granger there for the Eagles, and that'll be a point for the Quakers. Good start for Earlham. Hediger once again the reigning HCAC Defensive Player of the Week, and makes it a quick 2-0 for the Quakers. On that back line, Rebecca Payton out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. In fact, there are 4 players on that back line. They'll make the shift up front with Caitlin Pierce. Good block by Pittman. And that'll go out of play. And the Quakers off to a good start, 3-0. See who else is on the back line there for Cincinnati Christian. Looks like Brianna Howard is there. She's out of Edinburgh, Indiana. Here's to the outside. They sat a little bit behind Fedorenko, but still the Quakers able to get the point and now lead it 4-0. Earlham off to a great start here tonight. As we mentioned, that front line also Holly Carrico there for the Eagles, and that one just inside the line, and give the kill that time to Kayla Weber. First point put on the board now for CCU. Side out, Cincinnati Christian -3. Kayla Weber on the serve, and that'll be a service error. First one for CCU. Quakers get the point. Change here for Earlham as we'll see Izzy Cardwell come in. Cardwell out of Valley Village, California. And this first time we have seen Izzy Cardwell now for Earlham. CCU to the outside. That's Cardwell down the line. Quakers come back to the outside. Good strike that time by the Quakers. Here again, they'll go to the outside to Fedorenko. CCU on the return. Fedorenko, she'll try it again. And this time we'll get the point. Third time's a charm for Fedorenko. And here's Cardwell once again on the serve. You'll see her step into your picture right there. CCU trying to find a hole. Good job there by Matea to get the point. Nice save by Matea, and it's 7-1. Quakers on top. Matea out of Vancouver, Washington, a junior. Quakers again going for their 12th win of the year. CCU to the outside. Good defense again for the Quakers. Fedorenko, nothing there. Quakers get it back once again, and there's the block up front. That will go to Rebecca Payton out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. CCU side out, -5, and Brianna Howard, mentioned her moments ago, out of Edinburgh, Indiana, will now be serving for the Eagles. Quakers. A little rotation to the right. Fedorenko was there. CCU on the return. Quakers going to set it up. Nope, hit into the net by Matea. And the Quakers still lead it by 4 here in the opening set. Howard again on the serve. Just one service error so far. That was CCU moments ago. Cardwell on the return. Good defense by Matea. Quakers to the middle. Pittman with a point. And the Quakers lead at 8-3. Pittman, of course, a basketball player as well. Sydney Emma-Luxon will be in out of Wichita Falls, Texas. Also coming in on the front row will be Julia Stewart. Stewart out of Seattle, Washington. And we have not seen Ashley Burton yet. Burton did not get the start here tonight. Guarantee she'll be in the starting lineup against a better team down the road. Here to the outside. Nice strike by Stewart. Quakers able to keep it alive. Good job on the rotation, but a hit into the net by Emma-Luxon. Point will go to CCU. McKenna Granger, she's out of Dalton, Ohio. A senior transferred from Columbus State Community College. And that'll be on the line. And an ace there for CCU. And it's an 8-5 lead for the Quakers. Good serve by Granger. Quakers find Stewart. Stewart slipping that one just over the top of the net. CCU will return just inside the attack line. Quakers back to the outside to Stewart down the line. And it is wide. Point will go to CCU, and the big lead the Quakers had moments ago is now evaporated down to 2. Granger again on the serve. That'll be the second service error. Quakers side out +3. Earlham will bring into the lineup Naomi Onjanko to play the front row. Shannon Pittman, the sophomore out of Lyons, Indiana, played volleyball and basketball at White River Valley, and the Quakers commit their first service error. Back to a 2-point lead. Hediger back in for the Quakers. Side out for CCU, -2 here in the first set. That could have been close to going out. Quakers will go to the outside with Stewart. Ball was set behind the attack line. CCU back once again to the left side. The big hit by Weber. Earlham nothing there, returns it. And again, a little slide to the right down the line and a point as Olivia Frazier out of Marion, Iowa, a sophomore middle hitter, gets the point and the lead down to 1. Now for Earlham. CCU side out and a nice serve, diving and unable to come up with it for the Quakers was Sydney Amelukson, and CCU has battled back here in the first set. We'll take a timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard as we're tied at 9. This is Earlham Volleyball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive and I approve this message.
Back at the Athletics and Wellness Center, Quakers get the timeout as they saw their big lead slip away, and CCU coming back now to tie this one at 9 apiece here in the opening set. Side out, CCU, chance to take the lead. Amelukson. Quakers attack to the middle. CCU, the quick push in the point as Earlham playing back on it. Cardwell and Hediger unable to get to it. And Cincinnati Christian is now taking a 1-point lead here in the opening set. Side out again for Cincinnati Christian. Another short serve. Quakers will go to Jackson. And Jackson will stop the run. Jackson with the kill. Quakers side out. Take that back. On the kill that time was Julia Stewart. Jackson will be serving, so give credit where credit is due. Again, Julia Stewart there with the kill. CCU to the outside, and the kill the opposite way. That is Kayla Weber. And Cincinnati Christian, by far, they are not going away just yet. They'll make a change. Coming in the lineup, Olivia Frazier. And coming out of the lineup will be Brianna Howard. Quakers will go to Stewart. The push deep. Hediger is there to keep it alive. Again to the right. Good block up front. CCU playing that one well. Jackson, nope, take that back again. That's going to be Stewart. We'll come to the near side with Shima. From behind the attack line, played on the back line by the Quakers, and the point will go to CCU. And the Quakers down by 2. Here in the opening set of play, side out once again for Frazier and the Eagles. Quakers go to the outside once again. Shima unable to get that one as, again, CCU with the point, 13-10. Here in the first set. Almost a mix-up in communication. Who was going to go after it? Here is Stewart, and that's just inside the line. And Julia Stewart, twice in a row, has given the Quakers a stop that they needed. Stewart again out of Seattle, Washington, now serving for the Quakers. Down by 2, and the ace. Earlham got out to a very fast start in this one. They have now made it a 1-point set and a service error. That's the second on the Quakers. And Earlham down now by 2. Side out CCU +2. Quakers make a change. Stewart coming out of the lineup. Matea coming back in. Quakers have 20 players on their roster now. And of course, I'd mentioned a little bit of a change from the last time we saw them here. Federico on the outside. Quakers get the point. Once again, Hediger will be serving for the Quakers. -1 here in the first set. Hediger attacking that middle back row. CCU to the outside. Good job by the Quakers. Earlham on the return. Right side attack, and that'll go to Weber. And Earlham now down by 2, side out for CCU. Here's Kayla Weber. She is a senior out of Cincinnati Oak Hills High School. Quakers set to the outside. It was a little bit behind Federico. And short on the touch, and the point to Granger. And Cincinnati Christian now leading this one by 3. Quakers may be a little bit surprised at how CCU has battled back here in this opening set of play. And that'll stop it quickly. That is Federico. Quakers make a change. Coming back in the lineup will be Izzy Cardwell. We may have to ask at some point where all the new players came from. Again, they were not on the roster last time we were here that I remember. Quakers back to the outside. Federico went deep, and CCU, can they play it? No. Quakers get the point. Good effort by the Eagles, and again side out for the Quakers as Cardwell once again. Good serve. CCU will short set that to the middle. Quakers able to return it. They go deep, and that'll be long. Quakers now down by 2. Side out CCU. Here's Brianna Howard. Cardwell at the net, and quickly played by Payton for the point. And Earlham on their home floor now down by 3. Side out again for CCU. Here's Howard. Short serve. Hediger is there. Quakers bring Pittman back in. Good front line play off the block that time at Federico. From behind the attack line for the Quakers, Matea. Little soft touch, and there for the Quakers to get the point, Federico. Quakers ready to make 2 more changes as Amaluxon will come in. Also coming in will be Julia Stewart once again to play in that front row. Amaluxon on the serve now for Earlham. And that'll be long. Third service error now for Earlham. And the Quakers down by 3, side out once again now for CCU. This is Granger. Quakers short set Pittman, and it's good as that one just out of the block that time to Payton on that front row. Quakers close the gap. Pittman will be serving, and the Quakers bring in now on Janko. Back in now for CCU will be Brianna Howard, the defensive specialist. Quick push to the middle. Good job to get over there was for the Quakers, Cardwell. Rotating down to the right, and that'll be out of bounds off the head by Frazier. And the Quakers now did 2 within 1. Pittman serving again for Earlham. Opening set here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. Again, the rotation to the right, set up for Frazier. Back to the middle. Quakers get the point. That is on Jonko. And Earlham has tied this one at 19 here in the opening set. Quakers have not played Ashley Burton yet. May see her in the second set, depending. I'm pretty sure she's healthy by now. And the Quakers unable to get the block up front. On Jonko was their point to CCU and side out Eagles. Here's Payton. To the outside, Stewart. Stewart able to keep it alive off the block. Amelexon went to the floor. To the outside again for CCU is Weber. Once again, Stewart to the outside. Nice block. I'll tell you what, CCU playing well on that front row. It'll go over to the Eagles, and we've got another timeout as Earlham on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, trailing it by 2. This is Earlham Volleyball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Well, the visiting Eagles giving Earlham everything they want. Quakers trying to pick up their 12th win, but early indications are this Eagles team is not going to go away anytime soon. They have battled since they fell down early. And after the second timeout by Earlham, Quakers set it up in the middle. On Jonko, unable to get the kill, and the point will go to Cincinnati Christian. They'll call that a double hit, and the Quakers now down by 3. Side out once again for CCU. Short serve covered in the middle by Cardwell. Quakers to the outside, and they'll get the kill. That is Julia Stewart. And Stewart has done it 3 or 4 times here in the opening set of play. By the way, you can follow the live stats in this one by going to GoEarlham.com. Nothing there for Cincinnati Christian, but the Quakers unable to get to the middle. Stewart a little bit late getting there on the rotation. And now the Quakers down by 3. Side out again for the Eagles. Frazier again on the serve will go deep. Amelexon will play it to the outside. Stewart again, nothing there. Back to the short set in the middle. Nice play by on Jonko, and that'll go against CCU. Double hit there. And the Quakers closed it within 2. Julia Stewart will now serve for Earlham. Well, this would be big if the Quakers can come back, and, well, that would have been out. It was played on the back line by Card. Here is the big hit by Fedorenko. Nothing there. Back to the right side. CCU plays it well, but there is on Jonko at the net to get the point. And the Quakers back to within 1. By the way, it's Kenedy Card out of Liberty Township, Ohio. She's a freshman wearing number 1 now for Cincinnati Christian, just coming into the lineup. CCU to the outside, played by Jackson, left short, and we're at a set point now as the Eagles now lead it by 2. Card will come out, and we'll see McKenna Granger come back in, and again set point now for Cincinnati Christian. Quakers in danger of losing the first set on their home floor, trying to win their 12th of the year. But so far, give credit to CCU. They played well in this opening set after falling down early. To the outside, good block up front on Jonko. Nothing there for CCU. They went back to the middle. Quakers set it up to the near side. Again, right at the attack line there for Cincinnati Christian, and Onjako able to get the point, avoiding the net violation, or did she? And they say no, she did not. So a net violation on the Quakers, and that's going to do it for the opening set of play as Cincinnati Christian wins the first set on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 25-22. We'll come back with the second set coming up in just a moment. Stay right there. This is Earlham Volleyball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Drive in for the win and drive out with savings. It's a savings drive only at Wetzel Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Choose from our huge selection and drive away with a win. Right now, you can save up to $7,000 on every Cherokee in stock. Or lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude from only $218 a month for 24 months. Or how about saving over $5,000 on most Pacifica and Grand Caravan models in stock? Drive in for savings during the savings drive at Wetzel Chrysler Richmond.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994. For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together we make powerful partners.
Our community, it's where we live, it's where we work, it's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally, to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Back once again here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. Quakers lose the opening set 25-22. Quakers had 49 total attacks, and they, in fact, had 10 more total attacks than Cincinnati Christian did in that opening set. Quakers, by the way, their percentage, though, much lower at 0.61. Cincinnati Christian at 128. 9 assists for Cincinnati Christian, 10 for the Quakers. 3 service errors for the Quakers, 2 by Cincinnati Christian. 20 digs by CCU, 21 by the Quakers. And in the block department, Quakers ended up with 1 block and just, in fact, no blocks for Cincinnati Christian. All right, so CCU will be serving. And again, the Eagles on the left, Quakers now on the right. Quakers to the outside. Quakers, by the way, bringing Ashley Burton in here in the second set. Burton playing on that front row. CCU to the outside again. Quakers. Fedorenko. Cross court, nothing there. CC will set this one up once again for Weber. Here is Burton. Burton tried to carry that one to the inside. Nothing there. And that'll go against CCU. Double hit that time as the Quakers off to a 1-0 start here in this second set. Of course, they got off to a good start in the first set. Side out for Cardwell, and the Quakers got off to a big lead in the first set before CCU came back to take the opening set. Cincinnati Christian, nothing there. Quakers push it deep. Good coverage on the backside by Payton. They go to Burton. No. Fedorenko to the outside, just inside the line. And the Quakers lead it 2-0. Cardwell again serving. Boy, she does a nice job trying to go out to that back line. The hit down the line, point good. That is Weber on the kill there for Cincinnati Christian. Two 2-1 Quakers. Here's Burton. Well, there's what you expect right there out of Burton. Quakers are very, very deep, and now they'll go back to Emma Luxon. Also coming in for the Quakers, again, will be Julia Stewart on that front row. Quakers on the serve again as CCU attacks to the outside. Boy, good job by Cardwell. Here's Jackson. Take that back at with Stewart again. Hedinger going to the floor to save that one. Short return, and the point good by Earlham. Quakers now lead at 4-1. And Emma Luxon again on the serve. CCU, did they get a piece of it? No, to the outside of the antenna off the hit by Granger. So Quakers get the point. Emma Luxon again on the serve. That'll be the now fourth service error on Earlham. Five-2 side out CCU. Here's Howard. And that'll be hit long off Stewart. Boy, and this one almost playing out like the first set did. Here is Burton, and Burton with the point. So Burton immediate dividends as the all HCAC performer. Got that injury in the Quaker Classic. She is back and apparently healthy, and that is good news for this Quaker volleyball team, and that'll be a service error on the Quakers. As I mentioned moments ago, you can follow live stats on this one on GoEarlham.com. Short serve and a good one as Granger now pulling CCU to within one. Side out, Eagles. And Granger with a service error of her own as the Quakers now lead at +2. Rafaela Shima coming in now for the Quakers to play in that front row. Card will come back in now for the Eagles, and side out, this will be Lauren Jackson. That rotation to the right, and Frazier with the point. And it's back to a 1-point lead for the Quakers. Side out CCU for Rebecca Payton. Service error for the Eagles, back to a 2-point lead. And Matea will come in. Coming out of the lineup will be Stewart. Also coming out, Emma Luxon. And the Quakers will counter again with Carly Fedorenko. Quakers +2 on the serve. Well, that was not played well at all by Cincinnati Christian, but saved by Pierce on the front row. To the outside again for Shima. CCU trying to go deep. Hedinger's there. Here is Fedorenko again for the Quakers, and Earlham gets the point. 9-6. Quakers leading it by 3. Denisha Matea once again. It makes this team very deep, and a nice serve. CCU to the outside, the point. Weber now for the Eagles. Side out CCU, and this will be Frazier. Coming out of the lineup will be Howard now for Cincinnati Christian. -2 and the serve. Quakers went back to the right side, nothing there. Good rotation for Cincinnati Christian. Quakers to the middle. Pittman. And Pittman with the point. Touched by Cincinnati Christian. Pittman coming out. Into the lineup for the Quakers will be Ashley Burton. She may go down as the best volleyball player in Earlham history by the time she is done. And was that touched? CCU said it was, and the officials apparently did not see it. Quakers get the point. Hediger with the side out, +4. Eagles to the outside. There is Burton up front along with Shima. And that'll be played off of the roof, and on the near side you had Fedorenko there and Matea, and they let it fall in between them. A little miscommunication and going after that loose one. Side out again for CCU. And this will be Caitlin Pierce out of French Lick, Indiana. Springs Valley High School, the high school of Larry Bird, and a short serve, and the ace, 11-9. CCU may be 4-9 coming in, losers of 4 out of their last 5, but boy, they're playing well here. And that wasn't played well at all by Matea, and is back to a 1-point lead. Matea playing on that back row with Hedinger. Another short serve. Also back there is Fedorenko, and the Quakers come back again. Quakers, you need a point. Get it from Ashley Burton. Here is Izzy Cardwell. (12-10). Quakers with the lead. This will be played at the net by Fedorenko, and they're going to get Earlham on the lift. And it's back to a 1-point lead. Side out for CCU. That is Weber. Quakers go to Burton. Blocked up front by Granger. Quakers again tried the right side with Fedorenko. Granger went down the line. Fedorenko there. From the attack line into the net. Weber can't get that one to go. Quakers with a point. We're back to a 2-point lead. Side out for the Quakers. Here is Sydney Amalexon, the sophomore out of Wichita Falls, Texas. Quakers +2 and make it +3. Quakers at some point, I would imagine, they've experimented a little bit with their substitutions. There's another point. And what the rotation will look like. And once you get into conference play, I would imagine they would have to shrink that down a little bit. You have 20 players on the roster. And not everybody's going to be happy at some point, I would imagine. CCU to the outside. That's Payton. And once again, Jackson returns that one in the upper left corner. Nothing there for the Eagles. Quakers back on the attack. Burton to the middle. Burton again with another point. And she is a difference maker, and CCU will get a timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead the second set, 16-11. More volleyball coming up right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
Well, some of the CCU players are looking on the floor. I don't know if I thought it earlier was just nothing more than maybe some sweat or water on the floor, but now the trainer's out there and almost like they're looking for blood, which very well be the case, and so they're going to clean that up before we start again. I'm not sure who that would have been coming off of. But once they get that taken care of, we'll be ready to go. Again, the Quakers with a 5-point lead here in the second set. CCU winning the first set 25-22. Quakers will be serving as Sydney Ameluxon again will do the honors for the Quakers. Lauren Horton in her third season. What a job that she and her entire staff have done this year in recruiting to get a whole lot of good freshmen in this program. Quakers back to the outside. Stewart, and there's one of them right there. Julia Stewart, long way from home, Seattle, Washington. Ameluxon, also a long way from home, again in Wichita Falls, Texas. And Ameluxon, nice one, clips the top of the net. CCU trying to get a stop right here. Burton up front with Jackson. Burton pushes it deep, and that'll go wide. Good thought, though. Nobody back on that left corner. Side out for CCU. Here is Howard. Quakers trying to make it one apiece as Burton on the short set from Jackson. That is nearly automatic. Hediger coming out, Pittman coming back in. 6-point lead for the Quakers. Burton on the serve. From the attack line, going deep, Ameluxon plays it there. Here is the big hit by Stewart. And CCU unable to play it. Stewart with the point. Quakers lead it by 7. Ashley Burton. By the way, I don't think there is there's one. Meredith Bede is the only senior on this team. Quakers again. Stewart to the outside. Big, strong hit that time. Ball played, and Pittman can't get to it. Point CCU. 19-13. Hediger back in. Burton will sit down. Side out on the serve. Here's Granger now for the Eagles. Played there by Cardwell. Hediger returns it, but turns it wide. And the point again to CCU. Five-point lead for the Quakers. Ameluxon plays it deep on the back line. Stewart to the outside. And wait a minute. They're going to call a net violation against. It would have counted either way. Against CCU. Card will come back in for Cincinnati Christian. Jackson will be serving now for the Quakers. Waiting for the substitution right there as Granger coming out. Card will be on the back row. You see her coming in there for Cincinnati Christian. Here is Lauren Jackson. Jackson just a sophomore. CCU, the rotation to the right. Nothing there and a weak hit. Stewart tried to go short. To the outside again for the Eagles, and it goes wide. And CCU, I think they thought that ball was touched again. The official said no, and the Quakers now lead it by 7. Eagles will play it short. Jackson to Amalexon. Back to Jackson, and that's going to be long. Was it touched? The official said no. Earlham thought it was, and we've had that discussion more than once on whether a ball was tipped or not. Rebecca Payton now on the serve for the Eagles. To the outside, and that will go long. It hit the official in the leg, but it went long off the hit by Julia Stewart. And now the Quakers have seen that lead shrink down to 5. CCU trying to make a little run here in the second set. Quakers to the outside. Nicely played by Howard of CCU. Earlham again will go to Stewart, and there's the point, Julia Stewart. Couple of changes for the Quakers. One of those will be Denisha Matea, who will be serving. Down the line, CCU able to keep it alive. Good job by Pierce. Matea from behind the attack line. Here come the Eagles once again. They work to the outside with Weber. Quakers, that's going to go against Earlham. Should be a double hit, and it is. So Earlham gives up the point. Side out CCU. And serving now for Cincinnati Christian will be Olivia Frazier. Hedinger comes inside the attack line to pick that one up. Down the line, ball's going to be touched. That'll be the point for Fedorenko. And the Quakers now lead this one 23-17. Hedinger serving once again. +6 here in the second set. CCU to the outside, and Burton is up front. Shima's up front. They'll get the block, and the Quakers now have it at set point. Hedinger will now move off to the left side. You'll see her right there coming to your picture, and went to the far side to get the point there if possible. Here's Burton, and Burton will end this one in the second set. Quakers come back and win the second set, 25-17. We will head to set 3 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece. This is Earlham Volleyball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do. But for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com. Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue, or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today, or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Back once again here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. We are tied at 1 apiece. Earlham coming back to win that second set, 25-17. In the numbers department team-wise, the Quakers lead in attacks, 84-71. They now lead in kills, 26-15. The attack errors, 14 for the Quakers, 10 for CCU. In hitting percentage, Quakers really picked that up in the second set, now at 143. CCU down at 070. 25 assists for the Quakers, 13 for CCU. In the service ace department, 5 for CCU, 4 for the Quakers. 39 digs for Earlham, 31 for CCU. And the Quakers with 3 blocks, 2 blocks now by CCU. So we will change sides again. CCU will take the serve as Hedinger off the serve on the back line again to the outside Federico, and point will go to the Quakers. Side out Hedinger once again. CCU to the outside. Here is Granger, and Hedinger unable to play it on the back row. And the point will go over to CCU. Side out. Side out again for CCU. Here's Weber. Quakers work it to the near side. And Earlham gets the point. 2-1 Quakers. Back in again for Earlham will be Izzy Cardwell. Another one a long way from home, as we mentioned, Valley Village, California. Played at Notre Dame High School in, again, Valley Village. CCU to the outside. Good job by Cardwell. Boy, and Earlham able to play it. Nearly falling down for the Quakers was Federico. Earlham, good rotation again. Federico again from the left side. CCU will also return the favor from their right side, and Granger to the middle. Burton again. Boy, I tell you what, it is almost automatic. And then again, I don't know enough about volleyball. I'd never take her out of it and have to. She'd be playing the entire match. Good serve again by Cardwell. Here's Burton. And why bother? If it is working, you just keep going to it. And the Quakers now lead it 4-1. Here's Cardwell again for the Quakers. Boy, strong hit on the near side by CCU. A short set, a little miscommunication for Burton. Matea here is once again the hit by Federico. CC returning from the attack line. Nothing there. Quakers back to Federico again. And down the line, the point good. That'll be Granger. Side out CCU. -2. And here is Howard on the serve. Quakers again, Federico to the near side. Nothing there, not set up well. Granger with a soft touch. Federico now switches off to the left side. Inside the attack line and the strong hit. And the Quakers keep it alive. Good job, Cardwell. Good hustle. Quakers, Hedinger, and Cardwell unable to get to that one. Good volley both ways, but the Quakers give up the point. Side out once again. As CCU will give it into the hands of Brianna Howard. Burton, this time with the left hand. She's right-handed and decided to put that one down with the left hand, and the point Quakers. Amaluxon coming in. Also coming in for the Quakers will be Julia Stewart, the outside hitter. And Amaluxon will be serving. Boy, we've been clean on these serves lately. Burton sets it to Jackson. To the outside, Stewart. The soft touch, CCU able to play it. That was a good hustle there at the net by Payton. Jackson, short hit as it goes into the net. Point to CCU. And we will see now Skylar Muckway for the first time. We talked about her in the pregame, how well she has played in the last 4 matches. Muckway, the junior out of Franklin Central High School, will play now for the Quakers on that front row. They'll set it up there immediately. Muckway down the line. Covered there by Granger. CCU back the other way. Blocked. And Jackson up front for the Quakers. Also up front, Ashley Burton. And the Quakers now lead it by 2. Side out Earlham. It'll be Burton. We have not seen Angelica Carpio so far tonight, which is a little bit unusual. Here's the rotation to the right. Big time hit by Frazier. Defended well by the Quakers. To the outside, Muckway. Muckway had it blocked, able to keep it in play. Amaluxon behind the attack line hits it into the net. Point CCU. Side out Eagles. Here's Payton. 6-5. Quakers leading it by 1. That one clips the top of the net. Cardwell able to play it. Here's Muckway. Take that back. Yep, that's going to be Muckway to the near side, but it's just outside the antenna. Point will go to CCU. And we're tied at 6 apiece. Well, CCU, they played well as that's a point. Cardwell backing up on it, and the Eagles have come back now to take a 7-6 lead here in the third set. I was about ready to say they've really played well tonight, despite coming in with a sub-500 record. Quakers, Pittman, good block up front. That front line has played well for the Eagles. Jackson sends it mid-range. Amaluxon to the floor to keep it alive. CCU to the middle and unable to get to it on this set. Frazier, I think, was going to go to the outside. The set was to the inside. And we're tied at 7. Side out Jackson and the Quakers. Jackson with that left-hand serve has a little different spin on it. CCU to the outside. Big time hit by Weber. Quakers come back to the near side. Blocked up front. Give the point to Frazier. And how about CCU? They fell down early again in this one. They've come back to take the lead at 8-7. Serve into the net by Frazier. And again, we haven't seen very many service errors since early in this one. Muckway back to serve for the Quakers. Nope, she's going to come out. And that will bring in Denisha Matea now for Earlham. Third set here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. And it has been even pretty much throughout. Despite the Quakers getting a couple of big leads, CCU continues to battle back. Jackson to the near side, blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Quakers get the point and now lead it 9-8. Matea and Stewart both out of Washington, and that's hit into the net. Service error there for the Quakers. Side out CCU. They'll make a change on that front row again as McKenna Granger will come in. She's out of Dalton, Ohio. And again, side out here for the Eagles. And there's the kill that the Quakers looking for to the outside. Federico there for the Quakers, 10-9. Side out Earlham. And again, Megan Hediger out of Germantown, Wisconsin. Quakers, near side, point Earlham. Rafaela Shima there for the Quakers. We do need to find out where they got all these players, though. I'm going to look at this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different players that were not on this roster at the Quaker Classic. That's going to be close. Good job played at the net by Federico. Quakers to Burton in the middle. Big time hit. Burton again got the return. And the Quakers get the point, leading it by 3. Here in the third set. Boy, that was well played by Burton. The player that went down in that back row was Rebecca Payton. And Payton, by the time she went down, made the return and tried to get back up. Burton had already sent it deep to get the point. And Burton has just been automatic here tonight. Hedinger again on the serve for Earlham. Eagles need a stop. They'll return it. Quakers back to Burton. I don't think Burton has made a mistake tonight. I said it before, and again, I don't know much about volleyball. I'd never take her out. Quakers on the return. Here is the hit down the line by Shima. CCU trying to make the attack on the left side. Granger back to Shima to the outside. Good coverage inside that time by Howard. Granger tried to push it down the line to the outside. Federico. Federico has played well here tonight as well for the Quakers. Inside the attack line, that is Matea, and Earlham with the point. Change once again for the Eagles. They will bring in Katie Jackson. She's out of Fargo, North Dakota. Just a sophomore. Hedinger on the serve. +5 Earlham. Granger to the middle. Hedinger able to cover it up quickly. To the outside. Federico again. Down the line. Saved by CCU. Good hustle by Jackson. Quakers go back to Burton. And we've got a timeout on the floor. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard here in the third set. Quakers on top of this one, 15-9. This is Earlham Volleyball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Back at the Athletics and Wellness Center, Quakers on top here in the third set, 15-9. And Ashley Burton, the junior all-HCAC performer, giving the Quakers a huge lift again here in this third set. Side out Earlham. Hedinger again on the serve. Quakers trying to go up 2-1. Granger pushes it deep. Hedinger returns the favor. That one hit well by the Quakers. That will go off of the Quakers and out. Point will go to CCU, and it's 15-10. Side out, CCU. To the near side, and that front row as Holly Carrico has come in. She's out of Trafalgar, Indiana, played at Indian Creek High School. She got that block up front along with Granger. 4-point lead. Burton in the middle, and Burton again with another point. +5 now for the Quakers, and coming in will be Izzy Cardwell to serve. See what her numbers are. Right now, Ashley Burton, 12 or 13.5 points scored in this match. And she didn't even start. Didn't even really play in that first set. Big time hit Granger. Federico deep. Here's to the outside Eagles coming back the other way. Played well by Hedinger. To the middle, Burton again. Boy, big-time hit on that short set. Good job by Federico getting the middle covered quickly. Eagles back to the short set to the inside, rolls off the top of the net. Carrico can't get it. Federico again, the point good. And the Quakers now lead it by 6. Federico did a nice job on the rotation back to the outside. Here is Izzy Cardwell once again. Went to the sideline. And that will go against CCU. Double hit, 18-11. 7-point lead. Good serve once again by Cardwell. Granger. And Granger gets the point. That went out of play off of Federico. And the Quakers still lead it by 6. Side out for CCU. This will be Brianna Howard. Quakers to Burton. Must I say anything else? I think not. Skylar Muckway coming back in. Amalexin will come in as well. Amalexin looked like she's ready to pump some weights there for a second. 19-12. And that'll be a service error on the Quakers. Well, I said a little bit ago, and I don't know anything about volleyball, but Burton hasn't gone out in a while, and look what's happening. I've been undefeated in my broadcasting career. Henninger covers the short hole into the near side. There's Burton again. I couldn't even get out Henninger's name, and Burton comes up with another kill. Back in for the Quakers will be Pittman, and side out here for Ashley Burton. Tell you what, if Burton were taller, she's 5'9", but if she were about 6'1", she'd be a D1 player. That one is good. Frazier got the back line and is back to a 6-point lead. Burton wouldn't be here, I guarantee it. Of course, if I were 7'2", neither would I. Side out CCU. Ball played inside of the point, good by Frazier. Back to a 5-point lead. Service error for CCU. Side out for the Quakers, it'll be Jackson. Cardwell leaving. Back in the lineup will be Shima there for the Quakers. CCU to the inside, unable to play that one off the net with Shannon Pittman. And again, CCU not going away anytime soon. Side out, -5, again for the Eagles. Here's Frazier. Quakers will go to Muckway, look to the middle. Good job by Card to keep that one alive for CCU. Here is Pittman. Again went back to the middle and gets the point. Well, the Earlham Quakers went to the well twice, finally got it the second time. 6-point lead. Side out Quakers. Here's Matea. CCU will come to the left. Big strike by Weber. Quakers unable to play it. Pittman right behind. Looked like that was 14 Federico. 22-17. Back to a 5-point lead. Granger coming back in now for CCU. Side out for the Eagles. On the serve, that is Jackson. Federico once again, good block in that front line. They played well, speaking of CCU. Quakers left that hole open in the middle. Weber found it. Point CCU in the lead now at 4. Here's Jackson once again on the serve. Quakers to the near side. Shima there, unable to get the point. Quakers covering up that middle this time. Fedorenko again to the outside. Good rotation again by CCU. They work it to Granger, and Pittman up front, able to get the point. And the Quakers now lead at 23-18. Side out Earlham. And here's Hedinger. Huge advantage here for one of these two teams if you can come up with this set tied at one apiece. CCU playing it short. Quakers, Jackson's set went too short for Burton. CCU back to the outside, covered up well by Matea. Earlham to the near side, and the block will go to McKenna Granger. And the Quakers lead down to 4. And we'll go side out now for Weber. Nice dig that time for the Quakers in the middle, Matea. Quakers back to the outside, and that's played in the back line. Would probably been close to being out. Again, good rotation for the Quakers. Here is the push down the line. Point good as they went short. Fedorenko pulled back on that one, and the Quakers now at set point at 24-19. And coming in for the Quakers, Izzy Cardwell. So Cardwell will try to finish off this third set right here. Fedorenko to the outside. CCU able to keep that one alive, and point will go to CCU. The point will go to Payton. And it's a 4-point lead. Side out once again for Brianna Howard. Still set point. Burton. And the set was a little bit too high out of her reach from Jackson. Cincinnati Christian with the point. -3 and side out again for Howard. Here's Jackson again. And Burton went shot to the middle, and boy, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and that's what the Quakers able to do right there as Earlham able to come up with a win in the third set on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham 25, CCU 21. Quakers now lead 2-1. This is Earlham Volleyball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
Not all insurance agents are the same. Choosing the right one can make a big difference in price, service, and value. That's why you should choose Harrington Hoke Insurance. As an independent agent, they don't work for an insurance company. They work for you, the client. And their job is to get to know you, your family, and your business so that they can help you develop an insurance plan that is just for you. Serving Richmond and all of Indiana since 1933, Harrington Hoke Insurance, we got this.
Hey, tonight's match being brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school, group, or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on that transaction to the school, group, or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer when listening with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. Quakers now lead at 2-1 here as we get ready for what Earlham is hoping is the final set, as Earlham shooting for their 12th win of the year. There is no doubt in my mind Earlham is going to make some noise in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference this year as long as they stay healthy. CCU will be serving from left to right, and coming in to serve will be Katie Jackson out of cold Fargo, North Dakota. I spent a week one night in Fargo. All right, here we go. Earlham has gotten up to a good start in all three sets. We'll see if they can do it again. Hedinger able to keep it alive, and good job is coming into the lineup. Angelica Carpio for the Quakers, and to the middle, and the point good by Granger. Well, that effort, and you come up just a little bit short. Good job again by Angelica Carpio. She's out of Tucson, Arizona. CCU again on the serve. A little bit of a different lineup in here now for the Quakers as Matea on the hit. And 2-0 as that's Weber. Weber with a big hit from the left side. Jackson is in. Quakers also have Carpio's mentioned. Burton is in. Hedinger is in. Fedorenko is in. As that one falling short, point Quakers. Last one am I looking for here? That is Matea. We've gone West Coast now, in fact, or at least to the western part of the United States with this lineup. That is Carpio on the serve. Here's Jackson. Short set. Burton. Good play again by the Eagles. To the outside. Fedorenko with a point. And the Quakers come back to tie this at 2 apiece. Carpio out of Tucson went to Tucson High Magnet. I'm assuming that's a high school. That one hit back to the back line. Hedinger, Burton in the middle, and Burton with a point. You know, it's almost to the point now where the fans expect it every time Burton hits it that they don't even hardly cheer anymore. Carpio again serving. Carpio went to the near sideline, played there by Jackson. Granger went to the middle. Hey, how about that right there by Hedinger on the dive to save that one from going down. And Hedinger, Dan, they're going to say that's a double hit. Point will go to CCU. Great effort again by the Quakers. Another change now for Earlham as we will see Izzy Cardwell come in on that back row. Here's Fedorenko. CCU back to the outside. Boy, they got some pretty decent outside hitters. That time Rebecca Payton able to get the point. And CCU now taking a 4-3 lead here in this fourth set. Cardwell. CCU Granger to the near side, and they'll say a double hit going the opposite way. Ameluxon will come in. Muckway will come in as well. You know, I made the reference about having a 4.0 in college. Speaking of, here is the hit by Howard. And there she is to the outside. Muckway with a point. But I must share that I really had an 8.0, but I forgot about high school. I had an 8.0 the whole time. between that and college. 5-4 Quakers. And Granger finding an opening in that upper right corner. Tied at 5. Back in for CCU is Olivia Frazier. I always like to share not only my athletic prowess, Quakers get the point, but what I was able to accomplish academically. Back in for the Quakers, Shannon Pittman on the front row. Side out Earlham. Burton on the serve. CCU back to the outside and unable to save that one. Izzy Cardwell. As we continue to go back and forth here in the fourth set. Side out CCU. McKenna Granger. Granger with that little running jump serve. Here is Muckway off the hit on the right side. The rotation made. Muckway diving, able to keep it alive, but I'm unable to get onto the sideline is Jackson. And CCU now takes a 1-point lead. Once again, serving is Granger. Boy, Hedinger again able to keep that one alive. Muckway the strong hit. CCU able to recover. Pittman returns it. CCU nothing there. They'll give it back to the Quakers to set it up. Jackson to the outside to Muckway down the line. Granger able to cover that one as well. CCU back to the outside. That'll be long off the hit by Payton. Quakers tie this one at 7 apiece. Side out Earlham. Jackson will serve. Angelica Carpio back in for the Quakers, and leaving the contest will be Izzy Cardwell. You can kind of tell right now that Coach Horton is using several different rotations and combinations. Here's the rotation to the near side, hit to the net by Frazier. She only has one more non-conference matchup to work with this lineup, and then they've got to get right into conference play. Quakers lead it by 1. Played at the net and played well by Frazier. And we continue to go back and forth here in the fourth set. Side out again for CCU. Here's Rebecca Payton. Hediger again able to cover the middle. Carpio and blocked up front. And the point. That's Frazier. CCU now takes a 1-point lead here in this fourth set. Side out once again for CCU. Muckway pushed it in the air. Jackson unable to play it. And now Cincinnati Christian has their biggest lead of this fourth set. We've gone back and forth. And now 2-point lead for the Eagles. Muckway and Amalekson on the near side, and she along with Carpio coming together, neither one able to get it, and the Quakers will get a timeout. We mentioned a little different lineup in there for the Quakers, and right now CCU staying alive here in the fourth set on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, leading it 11-8.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Quakers got the timeout, trailing it by 3. Muckway will get the point for the Quakers. And Earlham back to within 2. Well, Earlham has called, in fact, they called a couple of early timeouts in that first set. Here's Matea now for the Quakers, -2 and the serve. CCU to the outside, went soft with Weber. Quakers on the return. Weber again to the outside, and that's going to be long. Quakers down by 1. Again, you can follow live stats as we go along on GoEarlham.com. CCU on the rotation to the right, blocked back in. You had Pittman up there. Also up there for the Quakers, Fedorenko. And the Quakers have tied it at 11. Boy, the CCU tried to go back there again to Frazier. Matea, deep left corner. Here's Frazier. And that's going to be Weber, Weber with a point. Fedorenko along with Matea coming together trying to get that one. Side out. And here's Frazier. Fedorenko down the line. Card was there for CCU. Push deep. Once again for the Quakers, Hedinger. One of the top defensive players in the HCAC. And we've got a net violation or double hit against CCU. Quakers tie it at 12 apiece. Pittman coming out, Burton in. And Hedinger will be serving for the Quakers. Quakers win tonight. They improve to 12-4. Jackson to the backside. Carpio, and there's the point. Angelica Carpio for the Quakers, giving Earlham a 1-point lead. Hedinger again, a good serve. CCU, can they play it? Boy, it's going to be close to the net. Burton made him pay for it. Burton standing right there, and Burton again coming up with another big play. Burton, by the way, to give you an idea of how she, along with Fedorenko, but how about Burton, 18.5 points in this match tonight. And again, she did not play in the first set. Quakers able to return it. Short set to the middle, and they go to the outside as Carrico gets the point for CCU. Side out now for Jackson. By the way, Burton, 29 total attacks. Her hit percentage, get this, at 59%. Carpio able to keep it alive. That is amazing. 59% by Burton here tonight. There she goes again, and guess what? Another point. There's just nothing CCU can do to stop her here tonight. Side out, Carpio. What a job that you talk about Coach Horton and her staff has done to turn this program around, and they've got all kinds of talent to work with now. That's going to be blocked out of bounds. Burton again up front. And the Quakers now lead it by 3 here in the fourth set. The addition of these freshmen, and again, there's a lot of freshmen playing for the Quakers. Carpio just a sophomore as well. CCU to the near side. Earlham able to keep it alive off the hit, but then they hit it into the net. And Earlham still leading it by 2, side out. And here's Weber. Carpio coming out. Back in the lineup is Cardwell. And, well, there are times, though, the Quakers have some miscommunication issues. And that happened right there. Earlham leading it by 1. And we're waiting for a ball. There you go. -1, side out again for CCU. That's Weber. Quakers will go to Fedorenko. Ball kept alive by Howard. CCU to the outside, and that's going to go long off the strike on the left. It looked like that may have been Weber again. She's played well overall tonight. The Quakers now lead it by 2. Amaluxon coming in. Sydney, again out of Wichita Falls, Texas. Quakers lead it by 2. Weber, Jackson, or Burton got a hand on it. Burton again, big time hit. Weber on the back line. CC returns it. Payton. Quakers on the near side as Muckway back in. And that's going to go deep. Was it in or not? The one official on the far side said it was out. The official on this side said it was in. The head official just said it was out. That's why you play some at home and some on the road. If you're at CCU, it would have been in. 3-point lead. CCU to the outside. Burton up front. Jackson up front. And Eagles can't keep it alive. Quakers get the point. Now lead it by 4. Well, Stella used to say, you win some, you lose some get rained out. Again, Amaluxon on the serve. Quakers trying to put it away in 4. Nice return. See Jackson in the middle. Burton again, and Burton just a Eagle killer here tonight. And CCU needs another timeout, or will they? The official going to the bench, I think they did call a timeout. We're going to get one here as well. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard here in the 4th set. Quakers lead it 20-15. This is Earlham Volleyball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
There you see it, the Quakers trying to wrap it up here in this final set, leading at 20-15. Earlham again side out. Amaluxon on the serve. Eagles will go back to the outside, get the point. That may have been Payton once again. It was number 5. And now the lead is at 4. Side out CCU. Here is Howard. Amaluxon there. Here is Muckway to the middle. Nice job by Muckway. And the Quakers lead it by 5. Pittman coming back in. Coming out, Henninger for the Quakers. And Ashley Burton. What a night she has had tonight. 23 points overall. Her hitting percentage at 56. Quakers with the point. And Earlham now just 3 away from ending this one in 4. Burton again on the serve. CCU will come to the near side. That was Granger, but not a strong offensive effort that time as Muckway playing into the net. Jackson able to keep it alive, as does Amaluxon, and returned by Muckway. CCU to the outside again. Boy, I tell you, Pittman up front, Jackson up front. They get the block. Quakers get the point, and Earlham now leading at 23-16. Burton, side out Quakers. +7 here in the 4th set. To the outside. Nothing there. Amaluxon, good rotation in the back. Here is Muckway again. CCU to the near side again. Granger, and Granger found the opening. 23-17, back over to CCU. Henninger back in. Burton will sit down. Side out for CCU. Here is Granger. And that's wide. Service error, and one that CCU couldn't afford right there. And the Quakers now have it match point. Jackson will serve. Kennedy Card has come in for CCU. So Jackson will try to end it right here. Rotating to the right side. Henniger on that back line. You can't get it past her. Muckway to the middle. Nothing. CCU back to the outside. Good job again by Jackson. Here's Carpio. Blocked high in the air. Ball stays alive. Back to the middle with the left hand. And Pittman got a hand on it. Pittman will call for it and make the return. CCU again to the outside, and it's going to be blocked, kept alive. Pittman plays at the net. Teams are going back and forth here like two heavyweight boxers. Here's Muckway once again and can't get it to go. CCU keeps it alive, and Pittman in the middle, nothing. Again, nice job as that one will go in. What a great volley back and forth as Amalexian unable to come up with it, and you hear the approval of the crowd on that one. That was played well both ways. It was like Ollie and Frazier. Here is Payton. Of course, a lot of people listening have no idea who some of those guys are. Here is Carpio. Blocked up front. It stays in play. Point CCU. That may have been Frazier. Still at set point and match point right here. Here's Payton for CCU. Amalexian. Pittman to the outside, and Muckway can't get it to go. Another block up front. There's Weber again, and CCU making a run. They have to win this one to keep this one alive. Carpio on the sideline. Amalexian will keep it alive. Muckway on the return. See what CCU do with it now. To the outside, and that's going to go long. It was touched, though, by the Quakers. Point will go to CCU, and it's down to a 3-point lead. 24-21. Again, Payton on the serve. Quakers trying to hold on. Here's Muckway just inside the attack line, and CCU keeps it alive. Jackson to the outside. Carpio, ball blocked high in the air. And once again, CCU will go to the outside, and Amalexian can't come up with it. The point to Weber. Quakers need a timeout. We, too, will take a timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead it 24-22.
Drive in for the win and drive out with savings. It's a savings drive only at Wetzel Ford. Choose from our huge selection and drive away with a win. Right now, you can lease a 2017 Fusion S for only $249 a month for 36 months. Or lease a 2018 Flex for only $339 a month for 36 months. Or save over $4,500 and get 1.9% APR for 60 months on our huge selection of F-150 XLTs. Drive in for great savings during the Savings Drive at Wetzel Ford Richmond.
Back at the Athletics and Wellness Center, we're still at match point. Quakers trying to win this one, but how about CCU? They're not going away yet. Side out, Cincinnati. Amalexian near the sideline. Jackson and Pittman come together. Pittman on the return. On the rotation to the right, it goes long, and that's going to do it. It was hit long off Frazier. And the Quakers win the final set, though as dramatic as it could be, the Quakers win it 25-22. We will come back and wrap it up from the Athletics and Wellness Center on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers win it 3-1.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
We're back one final time here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. CCU giving Earlham everything they wanted here tonight before the Quakers pull out a 3-1 win. And with the win tonight, the Quakers improve to 12-4 on the season. CCU, they will fall to 4-10. Ashley Burton, what a big night she had, finished with 23 total points, a .559 hitting percentage as the Quakers relied on Ashley Burton a lot here tonight. Carly Fedorenko had a big night, 14.5 points as well. Julia Stewart finished with 8. Shannon Pittman, 6.5. Boy, you look at that front line, and they played extremely well in this one here tonight. The Quakers, I think, got a contribution from just about everybody in this one here this evening. Real quick on the hitting numbers, the Quakers on their attack at 172. They had a total of 180 attacks. CCU only 156. The Quakers finished with 53 assists, 52 of those by Lauren Jackson alone, and for CCU 36. Service errors tonight, Quakers 7. And Cincinnati Christian finishing with 8. Quakers, again, 180 attacks, 57 kills, 26 attack errors, a 172 hitting percentage, 53 assists, also 4 service aces and 84 digs on the night as well. 7 total blocks for the Quakers tonight as well. And Ashley Burton again leading the way in this one here this evening. But I'll tell you what, it was a great team win here tonight for Earlham. So the Quakers have one more non-conference matchup before they get into conference play. They'll have a couple other non-conference games later in the year. But as for their next matchup, they'll be at St. Mary's tomorrow. That is a 7 o'clock start time. And then they go to Manchester coming up on Saturday. That'll start at 1 o'clock. We'll be back here when the Quakers take on Defiance October 4th. That will start at 7, pregame at 6:45 here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. But again, your final score tonight, Quakers win it in 4-3-1. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Volleyball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.